After my wife Vados got married to me, I knew that she had to go back to see Champa from time to time to do her duties as an angel attendant in Universe 6 for Champa, so I allowed it for a time, and so after I made love to her again in my pocket dimension where I also made love to Android 21, a new woman I also intend to marry soon as my wife, I now decided to give Vados my magical cloning technique so the real Vados never had to leave my side, and since she and I are extremely powerful, she can perfectly clone herself using my magical cloning technique that I gained and learned through using my Dragon Balls to make those wishes all those years ago. So she is now happier than ever, and she now has a constant smile on her face, not a toothy smile either, just a regular cute smile with her beautiful blue lips curved upwards. I couldn't stop having sex with Vados and Android 21. There's something special about them. I love them too much, so I always made sure they stayed with me because I loved having sex with both of them. I never got tired of Vados and Android 21, but I always left my other wives with company. Also, I gave them my magical clones and they used them all the time for sexual pleasure. Bulma especially loved it because the woman is a sex maniac and a nympho, so naturally she enjoyed it the most that I was always in her bedchambers even when I myself am not there. So naturally all my wives now loved me very much and they all feel safe with me, especially Frieza, who over the years grew warmer in her heart because of me. She is becoming a better person gradually, but she's still evil. Despite everything, she just loves me very much and I enjoyed that about her. It even arouses me greatly that she's still naughty, and I think she knows that, so Frieza continued being evil, but I think she still does it for me, not because she's a bad person nowadays, but because she loves me and she knows that I'm aroused by her evil behaviors. I even mentioned it to Frieza one time when I was having sex with her and said, "You love being a naughty little evil demon, don't you?" And she said, "Yes baby, I love it so much." And I said, "Yes, keep doing that, I love it so much." And I said, "I'm going to spank your ass for being naughty." And she said, "Yes baby, please spank my big ass for being naughty." And I spanked her and then I came in her vagina and I said, "Yes darling, I love you." And she always gives me ravenous oral pleasure and I always loved it. And Frieza always had massive orgasms from me and I loved watching someone like her have these ridiculous orgasms. It's always very entertaining and enjoyable watching her go cross-eyed and pass out in my arms with my member still inside her vagina was always very pleasant, and I always enjoyed that in my previous life as well. When I made love to a woman I actually care about, I always go to sleep with my penis still in their vagina. I love doing that because it feels so good. I love it, and I also love it when a beautiful woman swallows, if you know what I mean guys. Anyway, moving on, I married Android 21, and since I am the champion of Earth and I'm also Earth's guardian in the Universe 7 Dragon Ball multiverse, I'm allowed to have a polygamous marriage because I'm pretty much God on my Earth, and I do believe that if a Namekian like Kami was interested in sex and marriage with women, that would definitely be allowed a polygamous marriage. And besides, the Dragon Ball multiverse seems like an Asian multiverse, so their marriage customs and traditions might be different from the ones in our world. So I often thought about this in my old life, what if that's actually the deal? And Akira Toriyama never actually said that marriage was restrained to just one woman in that world. He just randomly married people without making the right choices. In considering the actual marriage relationships with Goku and his poor relationship with Chi-Chi, that should have never happened in the first place, but it did because Akira Toriyama didn't really care about who these characters were married to, but he should have cared. That's why I picked the relationships very carefully. In my world I wanted them to marry the right people, so I made sure that Goku started strong in this. Chi-Chi wanted a traditional marriage with a man that provides for her and works hard, so I chose Krillin for her. And Bulma wants someone like Goku. She just didn't know it at first until later, so I gave her what she really wants, a Prince Charming in Goku. And then there's Android 18. She wanted a handsome strong man that has a lot of money, who better than a former Saiyan prince that was once royalty. And yes, I do believe he should have a small fortune stashed away somewhere because the Vegeta bloodline is not stupid at all, unlike the original Goku, which is why I kept the main character Grandpa Gohan alive and I made him young again, and I turned him into immortal simply because I wanted to be smarter and stronger than the original Goku ever was, so Grandpa Gohan was kept alive.